Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer bringing you a domination match. It's on, I don't know, some freaking snowy map. I forget the grid, I think. Anyway, so I thought about what I was going to talk about in this commentary. I have a cool story, bro. I think I'm going to retell. There's a lot of new subs since I last shared this one. And I'll talk about the game for just a little bit. I kind of hang out in this area of the map for a while. And there's a couple of reasons for it. I know it might look like I'm camping, but to me, this building is the key to winning this map on domination. It's not terribly easy to hold, to be honest with you. There's 5 entrances into this. There's this stairway. There's the opposite one on the other side, so that's 2. There's the stairway in the middle of the map, which kind of... There it is to my right as I say this. And then you can actually get in the windows. You can get in the windows to my right there. Maybe I'll look out in a minute. But to my left as I say this, you can jump in that window, and then you can jump in the window that I'm looking out of. So there's 5 different ways that people can kind of rush you. And that makes it fairly difficult to hold. But here I'm trying to protect those guys as they take B. But if you can hold down this area of the map, then you can hold both B and C. And it's kind of reminiscent to me of Subbase, where I remember in Subbase there's kind of this like labyrinth area between Charlie and Bravo on Subbase, and you can easily get to both of those flags and hold them down, and things go right. So anyway, this area is the key to winning this game, I think. So I hope I don't get knocked too much for not playing the objective, when really my intention is to to have map control and to do what we're supposed to do. So yeah, that's this game. The thing I wanted to talk about real quick before I get into my cool story, bro, I'm going to reuse is my network connection. For whatever reason, like I woke up early yesterday in an effort to trace down my bad network connection, and it was great. I think I even pulled host, and then I played last night again, and again, I was getting good connections. So I kind of wish that I fixed it, because I think if I fixed it, then I'd know that it was better, as opposed to it just kind of working on its own. And there it is. Interestingly, T-Mart, who normally gets good connections, when we play together, started getting the one red bar, like it was his turn in the barrel. And I don't know what to say to that, but yeah, so I think there's still some problem with, like, my theory is in his area of the country, he had a good host, and it just kind of switched around. And now, in my area of the country, we were getting good hosts, because Onslaught had a good host too, and then, poor T-Mark got the red bar. So I think there's still something going on where there's some sort of problem with connecting to certain parts. But for me personally, last night it was working. I don't know what to say. Death. But now let's break into my cool story. So this is probably about 3 years ago, and I went deep fishing. What do they call it? Deep sea fishing. We went trolling, literally trolling, for marlin and mahi and stuff like that. And it was me and 2 buddies, and then there were 3 strangers on the boat too, like guys we didn't know, because you only get the whole boat to yourself if you have a big enough party. And one of the guys, he was a pretty big guy. I bet he weighed 250 pounds. He was kind of one of those... He was fat, but he was, like kind of a strong fat guy, if you can picture that. And I was in pretty good shape at the time. I was, doing some amateur MMA fighting, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. And we were headed on the way from the shore out to the area where we fished, I got so seasick. I got miserably, horribly seasick. And I kind of just went into the cabin area and laid down. And I was sweating, even though there was air conditioning, to the point where like all the suntan lotion like came back out of me. And I felt terrible, like so super bad. And this big guy I'm talking about, he was kind of drinking, he was being a loudmouth, and I noticed him out there kind of like picking on my friends, and it was this weird thing. It was like he was joking, but it kind of felt like bullying behavior too, I remember he squirted them with this like hose, but the hose squirted salt water on the ship or boat, and I don't know, it just seemed like bad behavior. And the guy was a jackass. Anyway, he came inside and said that he would cure me of my seasickness by pouring beer on me. And I was like, don't do that. This, I don't want this. And I'm like laying on my back on this like couch thing inside the cabin, and he's holding the beer cup over my chest, like sort of, in this tipped position, like, I'm about to do it. And I'm like, don't do that, man. I was like, I swear to God, if you do this, you're going to regret it. And while he probably outweighed me by a lot, I would have wrecked this guy. I'm sure that this freaking marshmallow of a man was not a trained fighter. So anyway, he did it. He he took it, and it wasn't like he poured the whole cup on me or anything, but he did pour beer on my chest, and something about that to me, like if it was water, that'd be one thing, but something about beer, like it has a strong odor, and it's awful. So the instant the beer touched me, I popped up on my feet, and I was ready to go. I stood up, and I maybe gave him a hard, 2-hand shove to his chest, and it was on. And he starts begging. He starts begging for me not to kick his ass, and but that wasn't enough for me. He's like, dude, don't, just chill. And I'm like, you have to be kidding me. You just poured beer on me. It's on. And he's like, no, don't do that. You can pour beer on me. It's cool, dude. It's cool. Pour beer on me. And I'm like, no, I don't want to pour beer on you. I want a piece of your ass. And he's like, no. And you can see he's like brainstorming as to how to fix this situation. And this is what he came up with. He's like, I got it. You can pee on me. If you piss on me, then do that. And somehow the offer to let me piss on this guy instead of kicking his ass diffused the whole situation. All I really wanted was this balance. The Karate Kid is a way old movie reference at this point, but in one point in the movie, the guy's like, the reason I need to do this, the reason I need to go through with this fight, is that I feel like I'm being picked on, and just I don't want to live with this feeling of imbalance. And I never did kick. I pushed him around a little bit, but I never did kick his ass or anything. Just the fact that he was begging not to have me kick his butt, the fact that he wanted me to pee on him, that was all I needed. And with that, I had, look at this, I'm bogarting that guy's Claymore kill. And with that, I had the balance I was looking for, and it was all cool. So there's my cool story, bro. I hope you enjoy it. And there's one other thing. There's actually two other things I want to call out. I'm going to put some links in the description. One is a link to EMR's channel. He put this really high effort video out of me and some other guys just messing around in the lobby before a game, and I thought it was super funny. So go check out EMR's channel, some of the stuff that he does, and this more recent video that he put out, and it was really cool. And another thing that I've been waiting to say forever is that I got interviewed by a magazine in Australia, a gaming magazine. So I'm going to put a link in the description. We actually scanned it in and put it on the Huppet website. And if you guys would like to read what we talked about and the interview that they did for me, and Sassman Jr. was there too, then check that out. So anyway, that's today's video. I hope that you liked it.